same with animals. So you might find, for instance, in this reserve, because the circumstances are different, we don't have lots of lions, we don't have lots of hyena. In this reserve, very few of our adult leopards will ever go up a tree.
Oh.
Same as your house cat. How often does an adult house cat go up a tree?
True.
Waste of energy.
Pretty much.
There's no reason to do it. But a kitten, a young leopard, will go up trees because it plays.
Yeah.
And so we might see young leopards in an area where the mother has left them for a period of time, utilizing the same tree or the same group of trees or trees within the same area for a short period of time. But as they grow up, they move to a new area, that whole behavior. And these diseases killed between 80 and 90% of all cloven-hoofed, split-hoofed animals from East Africa all the way through to south of where we are now. So all antelope, buffalo, gnus, giraffe, pigs, over 80 to 90% of them died. Where we are right now, 100 years ago, there were no people. No people could live here. In actual fact, when our indigenous black people were moving south, they had to bypass this entire region, and they either had to go on the coastal side of the Lubombo Mountains, the border with Mozambique, or they had to go on top of the mountains here because of tsetse fly.
Oh, really?
And so many animals died in this area that tsetse fly population could not get enough blood to produce enough eggs to sustain a population, and they died out. Let's have a look at that baby drink.
Yeah, I think so. Right, it's just to the left here, sorry. If you come over here, there's an animal, there's a couple of beasts at the waterhole. And here is Mum with the binocs looking out to, I think it is waterbuck. I can see another one to the left, over there too, way to the left. Yeah, can you see? I can just see a head. Oh, he's just disappearing now.
There's two.
Yeah.
Huge horns.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that was just a side issue, everybody. This is our tent. So I'm coming in to the tent. I'm just standing over in the corner here. Now this is it's actually two separate beds, I think, isn't it? Sorry, by the looks of it. And we've got a little side table. And there we go. This is going to be interesting tonight to see this, or hear the sounds of what's out there, because there is stuff out there, we know that. And then this is out the back, and a little shelf unit. We've got a toilet and a shower there, which I will show you shortly. That is the basin, as you can see, and then down here is the thunderbox. There it is there. Every tent needs a thunderbox. And if I come around here, you can see, really, a bit of pushing and shoving with animals out there. And that's the shower. So there you go. So if I'll just stand in the corner here, little pan, so hopefully you can see exactly what's going on. There we go there. See, the roof is actually it's a thatched roof, and the tent's actually sitting in under the thatched roof. Is that cool or what? Now I've just come through into the main area here. There's our bed. You can see there, we've got a fan if we need it. Get hot water bottles later on if it gets cold. Which probably will actually, because remember it is winter. Lots of windows that we can velcro up at night. And then out here is Mumsy. And Mum is... Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a waterbuck. Now, you viewers at home can't see what I'm seeing, but it's awesome. Yep, just wandered on. Oh, you may see it. We'll have a look when we get home. but it's pretty cool. It's a water hole just out there. It actually is lit up at night, so we can have a look from the balcony, which sounds pretty exciting. Hear that?
That's lions.
It is lions. I think it sounds like there's a kill out here to the right. There's definitely lions.
Such language.
What?
But I thought there weren't any lions here. Just leopards. I don't think a leopard makes that noise.
No, it sounded like hey, there's quite a few there. Oh, right there to the left. Can you see them there?
Yeah, we'll just have to look at it.
Yeah.
Gee, they can see us from that far away.
Yeah, I mean, they must have sharp
That's why they
eyes.
make much noise.
Yeah, I know. I better be quiet. Yeah, that's a good point.
When you walk past, the branch grabs you and you have to wait a bit for someone to free you before you can continue on your journey. And of course we've got many different kinds of wait a bit trees in the area. The young leaves, which this tree does not have at the moment because it's the wrong season, but the young leaves can be eaten much like you would eat lettuce, either on their own or in a salad. Now, the base was a piece of grass. The awn has a thick side and a thin side. When it dried, the thin side dried quicker than the thick side and it shrank, and that caused a spiral. When I moistened it, it caused the thin side to grow or expand quicker than the thick side, so the spiral opens up. This happens naturally at least twice every day. At least twice in the day you have moisture differentiation. Often many times a day when a cloud comes, the sun, etc. And if you watch David Attenborough's latest little production on plants, you will see this happening with one of these that's got two awns.
It's now going back the other way.
Yep.
Gee.
That's mental.
Minging.
Minging.
And so this happens at least twice a day. That helps to move the seed and even will help it bury itself into a soft substrate like sand, which is where it of course will grow best. This grows best in a sandy soil, and it's called speargrass because when these are young you can take a whole bunch of them and throw them and they'll peg into people's clothing and even into their skin. The effect of wind on our footprints from 2 days ago smooths out the track. And aging tracks is quite tricky, quite an art to aging tracks. And the basics of it for us is we want to see if a track is fresh or old. So what does that mean? Well, basically a track is fresh, in my opinion, if I think I can find the animal in the available time we have to track it. So if we've got 3 hours, if I think I can find the animal in 3 hours, the track is fresh. If I don't think I can find the animal in 3 hours, guess what? The track is old. And it doesn't matter if I think I can find it in 4 hours, if I think I can find it in 3 days. It's too old. It doesn't really make any difference as to how old it is. And a colleague of mine who lived as a bushman for a couple of years, actually learnt the language and did tracker training. He was part of an experiment to try and see how accurately bushmen could age tracks, and they were horrified to find out that the bushmen, after the tracks were only a couple of hours old, were useless at determining age of tracks. Because it was useless information for the bushman. Had no functional value if they couldn't find the animal.
How is this building then?
Go outside and have a look on the paving.
Okay.
I think it's 98 or 89, 98.
I see. Okay.
I think. Question is, have the runners now moved closer to the road or even further? That one has already crossed it. All aboard.
Thanks.
Look at the giraffe first.
Hey. Oh, that she. Take. Yeah.
Flatulence there. Another one. No man. How many have we got here? 7. Popping out of everywhere. Getting bonkers. So we might have had 14, but we've had at least 12 running. one down the road with a nice horn is the one that the bull was following 2 days ago. So he might actually be following the other ones at the moment. So take it back down to 12 run as we've seen today. You can see she's got a nice horn. You can see her smaller horn was actually knocked off a while ago. What happened to this one's baby? Thank you for sharing that with us. Like me after I've eaten gluten. Good reason not to light cigarettes behind rhinos. Methane gas is highly flammable.
Right, we just had breakfast. It was lovely. Yeah, it looks like some impala in the water hole over there. It's just nice, isn't it? This is just out the front of the tented camp. The house here belongs to the Mr. Anti-Poacher Man. You can see here, it's just in the bush. You may be able to hear the antelope. One's barking.
walking into the wind, but we might not be walking into the wind all the time. Might be what we were hearing. Damn. Oh well. That's a bit of a bust.
Station ADN, currently on local for 1 Madam copy. Just Mr. Cotton Road from what direction? Yeah, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Currently on local for 1 Madam copy. Just Cotton Road, Mr. Cotton Road. Just from what direction?
He's usually pretty relaxed. Asking her for poo. Which means she's lighting the load chute so she can get away easier. She's going to carry on eating at least.
And muffins.
And muffins.
Do you make these, Rob?
No.
Did Mavis make them?
Make something you can eat.
Oh,
point in
right. Yeah.
Feather colour, which only it has, or only its family has. One's called Tarakanen. The other one's called Taraka something else. I can't remember it. There's a beautiful red colour under the wings.
I just want to rectify my mistake, guys. Solomon, you can join the report and then Obias can take first advice. Thank you. Copy. Copy.